Hello everyone, your boy is finally back. 2 years later. I know it's been a very long time without any uploads. And a lot of you have been asking me like, what the fuck, like why did you stop uploading? Please start uploading again. Did you stop making music? Did you stop producing? What is going on? What are you doing right now? Where are you? So I decided it would be fair to you guys to get here on camera and answer all of your questions. So if you want to find out what is happening and what I'm doing right now, why did I stop making beats, watch this video until the end and you will learn. So with that being said, let's get straight into it. Right now I live in Dubai in my very beautiful villa. Very nice place. I personally love Dubai and I moved here 6 months ago. Why? Well, I'm originally from Europe. Europe is super cold. I also feel incredibly uninspired in my own country, in Europe, because Europe is quite boring. Like, you don't see many people who are successful, like you don't see Lambos. Here, every day I get woken up by a Lambo sounds roaring, like, it's insane. Like every fucking day. Like literally, everyone is a millionaire. Every neighbor that I have is a millionaire. So it's very, very easy for me to stay sharp, to stay motivated, because everyone around me is hustling, everyone is balling. I like this environment and it's a very nice place to be if you are ambitious, if you want to achieve more, and it's very safe. Everything is super accessible, like I have a private beach over there. It's a very nice place. I'm not going to be promoting it anymore. Let's start with the questions. So first question that you ask me is, why did you stop uploading beats? The answer to this is because 2 years ago I decided to pursue another business venture. And this business venture, ladies and gentlemen, is called OnlyFans Management, also known as OFM. I'm not gonna make this video about OnlyFans or OnlyFans Management, but to explain it quickly, OnlyFans Management is a business model in which a manager, aka me, helps models on the platform, on OnlyFans, get better results, increase their revenue, save time, and basically get more results with less effort. And of course, they have to offer me percentage of their revenue, which is how I get paid. Now, for those of you who are wondering, why did I decide to switch to this business model? I had multiple reasons to do it. Alright, so the first reason why I decided to transition to OFM from selling beats is money. I wanted to make more money. To give you some context, 2 years ago with my beat selling business Stardustszn, I was making roughly around $6,000 per month, which, don't get me wrong, this is incredible. I'm grateful to everyone who contributed for my success, and I know that for the general public out there, $6,000 to $10,000 per month is very good and can give you a very good standard of living, of course. However, I really didn't see that as enough money for me. Like, I wanted more, and I asked myself, what is the life that you want, George? Like, literally, what is the life that you want? Like, where do you live? What is your house looking like? What is your dream house? What is your dream car? What car do you want to drive? Is it one car? I wanted multiple cars, not just one car. What is your house looking like? Is it big, small? Is it a mansion? Yeah, obviously it's a mansion. Do you have a private beach? Do you have a private pool? What people are you surrounded with? Are they boring? Are there some people who inspire you? Some people who motivate you? Or are they some bumps? I asked myself a lot of those questions. Also, do you travel? Where do you go when you travel? What restaurants do you go? Like, all those questions I asked myself. And I remember, if I had to be completely honest with myself, $6,000 to $10,000 a month was very, very far than enough to have this lifestyle. It was not sufficient. So after that, I had to ask myself, so if $6,000 to $10,000 is not enough, how much would I need to be making per month to have this lifestyle, to be able to afford it? Then I started thinking. It wasn't easy. I didn't have anyone around me in my circle that has this kind of lifestyle. So how am I supposed to know the answer to this question if I actually don't know how much those things cost? Like, I'm not able to know for sure, not able to be certain, because I'm not paying for those things. Especially for me, I lived in the poorest Eastern European country. It's very difficult to find people around you who are making a lot of money legally. So it was very difficult for me to answer this question. However, I had to be specific, so I came up with a number. The number was $100,000 per month. So the next step for me was to ask myself, is there someone in that same business I'm in, selling beats, who is making $100,000 a month? Basically the amount of money that I would require to afford the lifestyle that I want. I actually remembered I posted a tweet and I asked everyone who was following me, guys, do you know if there are any rap producers who make 100K a month? I'm actually going to put it here as a screenshot because I remembered. In the comments someone said Metro Boomin. We all know that Metro Boomin is the most successful producer in the world. He's been the most successful for the past 10 years. So it's obvious that he's multimillionaire, he's very successful. He's probably making 7 figures a month. There's also other very successful producers like DJ Mustard, London on the Track, Wheezy, Murder on the Beat, Zaytoven, Ozzy, etc, etc, etc. All of them are very, very successful. They are the top dogs. They showcase a very lavish lifestyle online, and I personally think they are definitely making 6 figures or more a month because, as I said, they are the top dogs. They have incredibly big catalogs stacked with hits. I believe they are out of the discussion because those hits, when you have so many hits on your name, you're making a lot of money from royalties. I don't know how much exactly. I don't trust those net worth websites, but I personally, if I have to bet my life, I personally think they make 6 figures, maybe even 7. There's also a bunch of pop producers out there who make 6 figures a month, very successful. They have hits on their name like Ed Sheeran songs, Rihanna, etc. I believe they make a lot of money. But for me, they are also out of discussion because I personally don't enjoy pop music. And then, of course, I had to take into consideration how realistic would it be for me to join the ranks of those producers, and what would it take me to do that. Me personally, I've always had very high self-belief. So for me, it wasn't really a question whether I can join the ranks of those producers, become one of them. That wasn't really a question for me. The question was not if it's possible or not. It was more of what would it take me to achieve that. Then we move on to my second point, which is lifestyle and health. So it was evident for me that if I were to become one of the best, I would need to put in the hard work. You cannot escape that. And for me personally, the hard work never scared me. I'm a dog. I can do the work. Like if I have a goal in my mind and I know what is required to achieve it, I will just do the dirty work. I would put in the hours. So that wasn't an issue for me. It was never an issue. However, at that time, I had a health issue. And that issue particularly was tendonitis in both of my wrists. So for those of you who don't know what tendonitis is, this is a condition which affects your tendons. Basically, it is caused by overuse of a particular tendon. So in the case of me making beats, I was making beats all day long using like my fingers, my clicking on the mouse, clicking on the keyboard all day long. So I'm repeating the same motions over and over again, which inevitably leads to inflammation in those tendons. And basically it deteriorated more and more as I was working harder and harder and harder. It got worse and worse and worse. And every time I would finish working, I would feel insane pain in my wrist, in both of my wrists. Obviously, this was affecting my lifestyle a lot. I wasn't able to go to the gym. It felt shitty, like I felt that pain all the fucking time. I was even working through that pain. This problem was affecting me a lot. It was affecting my lifestyle because I would feel that pain all the time. I wasn't able to go to the gym and train as I wished. I thought about it all the time, like when you have a pain constantly 24/7, you think about it. Makes you feel shitty. It literally ruins your life. Like it makes it worse, objectively worse. And as I said, achieving my financial goals as a music producer required me to sit down in front of my computer and make beats all day long, give my best, which clashed with the healing process of my wrists because I went to a bunch of doctors and all of them told me, look, you need to chill with whatever activity you're doing because it fucks up your tendons and you need to stop performing that activity for a given period of time so the inflammation can go away. And I knew that how can I stop doing it? Yeah, if I stop doing it, it would go away. But if I want to achieve my goal, if I want to become one of the best, I cannot stop. Like, what do you mean I need to stop? Which made it incredibly difficult for me. mentally, and like I had to make a decision. Another angle that I analyzed was the lifestyle of a top producer. And to be completely objective, most top producers have a very unhealthy lifestyle. They spend the majority of their day indoors, locked in front of a screen, making beats all day long. When you have love for your craft, that's not really an issue. But me personally, this wasn't the lifestyle that I desired. It is so glorified in the producer space to lock in, like, oh bro, I'm locked in. Like, look how many hours I'm locked in. Like, it's super glorified, and me personally, I don't really see why it is glorified. Like, what is so admirable about being in your house all day, stuck in front of a computer? Is that the life you actually want? Locked in. Like, I personally don't understand it. In the end of the day, I see money as a tool. For me, money is a tool to buy freedom, to buy myself time, and to be able to afford the lifestyle that I want for myself, my family, and my loved ones. And I personally don't see the point of making money if I have to trade that for my most precious asset, which is time. Another thing I wanted to point out is the amount of disrespect that producers are taking. Like, honestly, throughout my career as a producer, I've been disrespected so many times, and it's actually so normalized for producers to be disrespected. I personally have songs that I've produced in 2020, 2021 that I still haven't been paid for to this day. I know many such cases in which producers don't get paid for their craft, for their work. Like, literally, this is the only industry out there where it's normalized to not get paid for your work, or to be paid like in 1 year or 2 years. Like, I know so many producers, they wait 8 months to get paid for their royalties. How is that normal? And we're not talking about like small artists. Actually, from my experience, the up and coming rappers, they actually pay on time. They are more professional than the big labels. Like, those big labels, they take like 8 months to pay you your fucking royalty. Like, this is not normal. But anyway, this is the disrespect I'm talking about. Another way I've seen disrespect in this industry is the whole dynamic in the relationships between most rappers and producers. I mean, in most cases, the producer is at the mercy of the rapper. For example, especially when the rapper is bigger, like he has some clout to his name, etc., he starts treating the producer with some kind of entitlement, like almost as if the producer is his bitch and has to do things for him on demand. Like, this is so funny to me. Like, for example, he would be like, yeah, I need this beat now, send it now. Make me a beat like this now. Come here in 1 hour. Like, almost as if I'm his bitch. Like, sorry guys, but I personally, I cannot take disrespect. Like, especially if we're working together, if I'm doing something for you, we have to be professional with each other. We have to respect each other. And it doesn't have to be like saying something offensive and being mean. It's just more of that entitlement I'm talking about. And those, ladies and gentlemen, are all the reasons why I decided to transition to another business model that would allow me to make 6 figures a month, while at the same time not requiring me to sit in front of a fucking screen all day long, and without requiring me to fuck up my wrist even more. I continued making beats, I kept making beats, I maintained my income, but at the same time I was already exploring different business models. I was in different online groups for making money, and it wasn't long. I found a post where 2 guys, both of them were 19, they were flexing screenshots of how they made I believe it was 150k a month with their OFM agency. Obviously, this spiked my curiosity, and I wanted to find out more about this business model. The deeper I went into my research, the more I learned about the whole business, how it works, and almost as a joke, I decided to give it a shot. I also decided to join a couple of private communities online that were focused on OFM, and this allowed me to network and talk with other people who were successfully doing it. This allowed me to learn a lot of things quickly and to progress fast. And I remember it took me 2 to 3 months to surpass the income I was making from beats, basically. Yeah, pretty fucking crazy. And from there, once I was already making some money with this business, it was all about scaling my operation and learning new methods on how to improve my front end and my back end of the agency. Fast forward to today, I'm making 6 figures a month. I live in Dubai, as I already said. I have some incredible people around me. Like, I have some incredible people in my circle. We help each other. A lot of people in my circle, they also make 6 figures a month. One of my very close friends, he literally bought a Lamborghini the other month. Now he pissed me off, now I need to buy one as well. So yeah, it's very nice to be around the right people who push you to be better, who can provide value to your life. It's also important for you to become valuable so you can also reciprocate and give them value yourself. And yes, we're in Dubai, living our life. It's great. And yeah, now I'm focused and I'm working on achieving my next big goal, which is to hit 1 million a month. And I have a lot of shit coming, obviously. Like, I want to buy a supercar this year, which will happen in the next few months. There's also very interesting plans for the summer. I'm also still making beats, believe it or not. I'm just not uploading those. So it's up to you to decide whether I should keep it on my computer or not. I have a lot of fire shit. I just don't upload it because I don't see it as a business anymore. So I'm not really interested in selling my beats. I make my money with another business. I'm doing good, but I might start uploading again just as a hobby, just to share my beats with you guys. Also, if you want to learn more about OnlyFans and OnlyFans management as a whole, you can go and join my free Telegram group. I'm gonna leave a link in the description below. Inside, I'm sharing a lot of free value, my results in OnlyFans myself, and a lot of day-to-day shit like my personal thoughts on certain topics, etc. With that being said, thank you for watching this video until the end, and see you next time.